Welcome back to Zhao Ming, episode 17. Here we are at the Galleon's graveyard. And what's the situation, my desk?
Celestial General.
Well, it's kind of being about to attack and conquer this piece of land, but we'll get there in time. Have to pace the excitement after all. So, be quick look, see if there are any diplomatic actions I should take. Well, I'm out war with a bunch of people. I think it's best to get this out of the way, so
The sea brings death.
obviously that's a pretty strong defense. So what I'm going to do is this trick, where
Attention.
first I'm going to maneuver my armies exactly where I want them, because I'm not at war, so their control zones don't matter yet.
General of the Celestial Host.
Then, what I'm going to do is, because I want this army to be attacking, because Lu Fan is a wizard, and I want her immediately.
Dragons may love cold.
Let's see.
The decks of the river have not tasted blood in a while.
What I can do is, because I'm going to go toward the melee, take a look at who their enemy's with, and they like me at level 4, they like me at level 3, Attain's more powerful.
I am Tyrion, champion of the Everqueen.
So if I offer to declare war on the Dreadfleet, I can get a little bit of money. Now, since I'm already inside their zone of control,
Men with me. We shall
I
humble
can
this fiend.
launch this attack,
I'll fight from the front.
and I would lose this. But that's okay.
To war.
So what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to siege, so this army can't
Order,
reinforce.
not fame.
If I were to, say, attack this army,
Cathay needs
as you can see, I could just auto-resolve it, but I think this is an interesting enough battle. I'm going to try and fight it out. It's maybe not the wisest thing to do, and technically maybe like the... No, actually I think Lightning Strike wouldn't be smart because of the disorganization that I could impose. But we'll see how this goes. Just go ahead and make the save in case it crashes. But yeah, we have an interesting battle, I think, and I hope that you learned something, that this is one of the best tactics if you have to deal with a very heavily guarded settlement. You can often pull the... Okay, Ronnie Worsley. What famous character from another franchise does that sound like? I mean, I don't know, like, say, guy with red hair, taller than his friends, wizard, in Britain. Very solid there, GW, or Creative Assembly. Anyway, with this, I actually think... I think I'll just wait for my reinforcements, because I hold such a strong position. And it's a really dark map, but at least we have this nifty vortex thing back there. I appreciate that. Always good to see it. Let's pull this. Why can't I bring it here. Oh. So that'll take a minute, and that'll take... So I'll still have plenty of time. This guy will be pretty useful because he can actually use missile mirror. My cannons are check line of sight. It's not the best, but not going to bother actually trying to get a good formation because I'm just going to push up and move up to here.
Harmony! Make your ancestors proud and ensure our empire is forever glorious!
The
Peasant spearmen! Guided by ancestors! Jade warriors! March in ordered ranks! The dragons ask! Peasant archers!
So what are they taking damage from?
Master of the winds!
Can't quite tell there.
Jade lancers!
Them over there. My musketeers here. Ranged here. These guys here.
Marching as one! A new path!
So apparently this unit has a name, which I'm not quite certain why, but
Kiss of the spirit dragon!
hopefully a single spell will do them in. So about enough. He can come here, even though he probably won't be doing too much. But the Gate Master there, new units, halberdiers here to secure this position. These archers here. I wonder what that was, that flash of purple fire. It was a spell, clearly. Some sort of army ability, I think, but I wonder what that was specifically.
Thank you, Emperor, for our might at range! Cannons!
So it's actually a really bad place for artillery. Maybe they'll do better over here.
Harmony! Move as wind! March in ordered ranks!
These can do fine over here. I think the play is actually to send my general over here, and then when their artillery gets
My chosen place!
close,
Stone and steel!
okay, so they can't actually shoot.
Train gunners!
Good to know. Good to know.
Archers! Wind and fire! I will go!
Fire in the blood! Leading the way!
Just drop a
Great
star on
winds to
mine.
me! This way!
quite interesting, I think. Looking over here. Send these guys around.
It is fated.
Dragons Commander! Gate Master!
The celestial faithful. Grand Cannon, never conquered.
Move these cannons back here. Okay.
I shape the winds.
So maximized
Leading the way.
everything.
My chosen
Just
blade.
run.
This is the way.
I have spoken.
Kiss of the spirit dragon. I shall. There. This way. 8 winds for me. Dragon, hear my prayer. Seeking opportunity.
And here we just a little bit of that.
Archers!
And
Jade warriors.
bring these units around.
March in order
She'll
back!
just probably let them wait.
Shogungan sorcerer.
Jade Officer! Celestial Sorcerer! The Lord of Heaven!
For Cathay! Attacking
Move
unison!
to
Wind and fire.
The Heavens
minimize
unleashed!
damage.
So be it. A new path. I will go.
Here,
Descendant of dragon.
I'll just have him fall back so he doesn't get shot.
Thoughts in harmony.
And
Stone and steel.
focus my artillery on that.
Praise the dragons. Ready to rule.
Potential issue. And here,
Bathe in
Fire.
celestial light. I shape the wind. Kiss of the spirit dragon. Of course.
Sword and steel!
charge in. Might as well charge her in.
Yes.
At this point, I think
Ring of dragons.
putting everything to bring down
Ancestors decree!
Noctilus because he is unbreakable
Thoughts in harmony.
makes sense.
Fight as one.
Everything ranged, I mean, no need to melee him.
I stand ready!
Why not do a little bit of Wind Blast for fun? You have ranged weapons you can contribute.
Master of the wind. 8 winds for me.
The thing with Noctilus is that beating him is going to be, personally, he's like Kugath, really. He's just so tanky that, sure, you can destroy his army and you can eventually kill him, but sometimes it takes a long time. And also, because he's unbreakable, you can't even army loss him. So, depending on the circumstances, if you don't have an answer to him, you very well might just lose. Though I
Fire
must
in
say,
the blood!
I think that was a truly impressive display of Cathay ordnance. And I hope that you learned something by watching that. Huh. That's a very good explanation of falling to chaos, to be honest. Chaos bad. Now, something good is getting rid of over 300 zombies and vampires and Slanesh worshippers off one singular model. Laria was right about that one. So, losing about 600 guys, looks like my construct here was destroyed, but otherwise I think that those losses are not going to be too much. And let me know in the comments if you think that attacking here was a good play, or if you think it was a waste of resources and effort. Because personally, I always think it's really fun to go after this location, but I know some people might think that, oh no, these armies should have been sent somewhere else.
Beyond reason, beyond sanity. Dragon-blooded Shogun gun.
Mentor. What's my current missile resistance? 15%. Having a buff spell like that could help.
Worthy of a dragon.
So I'm taking Vampiric Attrition, and that's not a huge benefit, to be honest, but every little bit helps.
We have dragons.
We have dragons. That's a pretty good argument for a lot of things.
You would turn down such weaponry.
Lightning. $103 armor is decent.
Unsheath blades.
Sure, I have some gear I can give him. He does have a ranged weapon, so the bow would suit him. Pyrrhic victory.
War is upon us.
Think
Order is restored.
eliminating this is a necessity.
Spill their vile blood. Fight in perfect harmony. We will treat them fairly.
And
Never flag, never falter.
Battle is not.
collate my forces. So this is Not ideal to attack into. Over here, we have
I will boil you into a thickening agent for my broths.
Kugath, who is
My sibling's scorn is undeserved.
I think Kugath is finally running out of armies and tricks.
Do you seek the Storm Dragon's wisdom or
Yeah. Hero not moved.
Of Shangyang.
Guess I could send her, like... Alchemist
I serve the Shadow Court.
to here and just see what's going on in this general area.
I find talking to your kind
Quick deals, quick deals. No quick deals.
Of Grand Cathay. The great mind requires rest.
So,
I'm not much for words, but I'm pretty nifty with an axe.
ditch building. Not the upgrades. Yeah.
the forces of Nangar
give
cannot
it
all abandon their posts, but will assist
for-
you where possible.
Trending towards a very, very high level. And of course, Caravan Dispatch. Forgot about that. Probably should just cancel the work here. Get my money back that way. And that looks fine. So it looks like I'm getting attacked by these things. I can't tell if this is reinforcements or not. It's for control large army, scout terrain. I think it's actually advantageous to not control large army because I think they have a... I think they get more benefit out of that. Of how battered some of these units are. So here, of course, where they've got one guy and I've got all this, the obvious thing to do was to toggle off tactical view, but to check, make sure I have it. So we have 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Gate Master.
The celestial faithful.
Put this here. Basically what I want to do is rush with everything I have.
General! Soldier and leader!
And try to wipe out the enemy
Gate master.
before the reinforcements come.
As one! Fellow soldiers of Cathay, I do not intend to have words take the place of my weapons. I shall inspire you with my martial prowess. So let us begin.
And it looks like that's not going to work.
Wind and fire.
So, plan B. Is
Ancestors, guide me.
Celestial General, my mind is ready.
plan B is going to be to
Seeking Cathay's foe.
just do as much damage as they come in.
Behold, Azir's might.
And
I will bring order.
First among many. Grand General.
this guy out. See, that should have worked. But obviously, the AI's gotten a bit smarter.
Thoughts in harmony.
So,
Wind and fire! Zenjang's faithful! Guided by ancestors!
The celestial faithful, guided by ancestors.
so probably doing similar things
Sent
in
by
the
the
future.
dragons.
I say they wouldn't work, but
The Celestial Wind! Dragon's Commander! Leading.
there come from their full power as well.
Never conquered!
This fight is lost! Withdraw! Mage of the Celestial Court!
Good thing at least I have Chain Lightning on this guy.
The art of Singapore!
So I don't think Wind Blast is by any means the best spell,
And fire!
Become a stone!
but it definitely has utility in
They will perish!
being used to stagger enemy units.
Thoughts in harmony!
We await the enemy! I stand ready! The heavens guide me! The Lord of Heavens! The time of steel
They turn the enemy!
Order and balance.
Jade warriors! Harmonious!
Yeah, this is not going.
Wind and fire!
Showed just our resolve to take in the city when I got the chance.
Celestial General!
I feel like that's maybe becoming a theme in this campaign.
Lighting the way!
Warriors! Minds as one! Stand the retreat!
I'm actually just going to withdraw before I lose more units.
We are outmanned.
This is not good at all.
Celestial General!
Not much to do besides try to cause as much damage as possible, I suppose.
Thoughts in harmony.
Crane gunners!
To think I destroyed Count Noctilus's army with such ease.
Shenyan's faithful. Mage of the Celestial Court.
Wind and fire!
Gate Master.
Minds as one.
Soldier and leader!
Defenders of Cathay!
Once, I was but a soldier like you. Today, I'm appointed by the Celestial to head his armies. So fight hard, survive, and one day it may be you who is standing here.
Good speech. Good speech for a bad situation.
First among many, we await the enemy. Within my power, I will not falter. I can do this. Repositioning.
Maybe having some long-range attacks going will help. I doubt, but perhaps shooting a little sooner would help. If I fired the absolute limit. Well, here is the end. I guess at least I'll be full on wins, so... Yay, I suppose. These were my Celestial Guard. Maybe I'd have a chance.
Grand General.
This was a dragon. It's not.
Never conquered. Shenyan sends us. My mind is ready.
Archers!
Never conquered. Gate Master, wherever I am needed.
A necessity. I will go.
I could destroy 1,000 of them. Probably wouldn't make much difference.
Train gunners!
Well,
Understood. Immediately.
since they are So close, I guess might as well. Try to focus down their lord. And my general's gone down now, is it? Yep.
Crane gunners! For the Emperor!
Certainly! Archers!
Reposition! Defend the road!
Warriors! Marching as one! Our ancestors decree!
Cannons! A retreat! Await a draw!
The heavens await! Celestial splendor! Behold!
Guess there's not much reason to hold wind in reserve.
Immediately, without hesitation. Might of Cathay!
The celestial winds!
Because this army's
Overwhelmed!
I hear the heavens!
completely collapsing.
The Lord of heaven!
Overwhelmed!
The art of Singapore!
Sound the retreat!
And
Never conquered! Disharmony!
Gate Master! Fall back!
Sun Yang's faithful! Minds as one! Whatever is required! The Emperor's will!
all that remains is to hope that they blast their own units. Seem to be doing that a lot.
The celestial faithful! For the Emperor!
Oh, so those are people. I guess that they just have the two absolutely most calm and unbothered people in the entire army crew. That I don't know. Didn't matter much, even though it was unbreakable. Psychologically unbreakable, definitely not physically unbreakable. Oh yeah, I think it happened before I pressed record, but they stole the forest cloak. Though, even though I've taken a lot of damage, I think that sending two armies was the right call, because if I can lightning strike one and then siege down the other, I think I can still take the Galleon's graveyard.
Gate Master. You lack all discipline, fool. Gate Master of the Celestial Cities. Will of the dragons.
So apparently that didn't work out so well. My other army died. See.
Trusted allies. What?
I see.
The Iron Dragon. Driven by rage.
Not quite sure why he survived.
Drown beneath the Jade Sea. By the dragons. How? I have no time for jokes. I cannot do this. Cease this absurdity.
Argument. In that case, I'll be creating this to get the market. Guess. Yunbo. I'll wait to get her. It's one of the best lords I've ever created.
Dehydration is a tactic.
And with that lord, I'll bring Satang, the Watcher. 'Cause yeah, they've had some problems, but I think that eventually they can be sorted out through the careful application of, shall we say, some named characters.
I will profit from your
By Sigma's will.
So
be it.
Wants to make a deal, that's fine with me.
Our ancient empire has not survived until now without friends.
Offer a payment. It's probably not worth it. I'd really like to confederate the northern provinces. I could bring all of this economic power, all these armies. I guess it will just have to wait. Get worth the defenders of the Great Plain. How long is that? 6 turns? Maybe. But look who we can get. This is the best lord I ever created through the, well, playing the game and then having the hero builder, so just stop it right here. And next time, I think you can tell what I've been building up to. Thank you for watching. Farewell.